Hello. I'm so glad to be with you for a few minutes as we connect to the movement of habits. We talked about habits earlier. Today's invitation is to have more of a mindful movement approach to connecting with yourself in these moments of habitual action. Take a moment to notice your surroundings, to arrive in the space. Take in 3 breaths, in and out, on purpose. Notice what you see, notice what you hear, notice what you smell, what you taste, what you touch. This is a way to come home to your senses. And from this place, we can check in a deeper way. A deeper way being connecting into our body and not just the thoughts that may be looping. Perhaps you've identified and are currently experiencing a habituated response in the form of a feeling, in the form of a behavior. And so to notice this is the key ingredient, awareness. To have awareness without judgment is a surefire way to slow things down long enough to connect in and see that this is communication, a request for connection with the body, the self, to acknowledge and recognize one's emotions, and to allow all of this to be moving through, with, around you, so that we don't do perhaps another habituated thing, which may be to stuff our emotions, taking these breaths on purpose. What do you notice in this moment? There's nothing you have to change. There's nothing you have to do. The invitation is to be the invitation. To sink into, feel the movement of acceptance. That this is what is happening, what did happen, and there's nothing more that needs to be done besides notice. In the space between your breaths, there may be images, impulses to move. Sometimes when we are repeating something over and over again, there's something that wants to be expressed, moved. Perhaps the movement starts in the chest or the hand. Perhaps there's a desire to lay down and get closer to the support of the earth. What would be your impulse right now? As best you can, not thinking, but breathing into the answer of being. There may be no answer other than to stay exactly where you are. The practice is to do something we rarely hear about, rarely do. which is to let our body speak, to let our body express in no particular way. There's no direction it has to go. Sometimes we want to give it direction. So the impulse, the idea, the spark that starts it may turn it into more of the same, or it may change into something else entirely. What may be the dance of this moment? Laying on the floor and breathing, moving your hands in a circle, expanding the chest out, in, up and down, rolling on the floor, spreading your wings, crying. You may notice a sudden emotion wave move over, across, and through you. If you didn't suppress the wave of energy, which is what emotions are, energy moving through us, energy is us. What could be possible if we didn't have to do anything in any particular way, but we welcomed what was and accepted it fully with kindness, compassion, love, without having to change who we are, what we're doing? What if we could just be like this? And that's it. We don't have to do anything else. We don't have to be anything else. We don't have to change anything. We can bask in who we are in this moment, complete. Riding the wave of our breath, being present with the sensations, traveling throughout our bodies. You don't have to change. You may want to. First, fully accept, and then follow the impulse that inspires you. Follow the energy. Allow things to move completely. Rather than mentally going through a script, a checklist. That's one way. But how about trying this and see how awkward it may be, but potentially how rich and full it could also be. The body speaks clearly when we make and take the time to listen. Listening happens when we slow down and rest into what is happening without having an objective or a narrative that we have to follow through to the end. To be open and accepting of what is presenting itself. Physical pain may be speaking to you, asking for your attention, wanting to say something or provide you with information. Can you pause long enough to listen? Can you hold yourself in a space of love, kindness, nurturing, caring? Can you cradle and hold and rock yourself to a point of calm, trust, security, safety, stability? And then notice the energy moving. The energy rising, falling, flowing, increasing, decreasing, dancing. There's nothing you have to do except continue to be more of who you are in each moment without saying no to yourself. To say yes to listening. Perhaps we hit the pause button on our thoughts or say no to our thoughts long enough to say yes to resting in. No serves a purpose. In this moment, we are resting into openness, expansiveness, acceptance. Thank you for taking some time. Really, all of these meditations are invitations to rest into your bodies, to feel yourself. Take your time, go slow. Even dropping in for a few minutes changes things significantly. So, transitions are important. Don't jump up, rush out. Be gentle, go slow. Drink water, stretch. Take some extra time to reflect, journal, move, get outside, connect with what's most meaningful to you in this moment. Thank you for being with me for a few minutes and following the flow of invitation. You are beautiful. You are love. You are loved.